my eyeshadow was just like, hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be demonstrating how I do my Folklorico makeup look. So if you're bored at home, you're in quarantine, sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy the video. Or go to your makeup station too and do this along with me, because honestly it's like getting glam but without like colorful eyeshadow. You know what I'm saying? Let's get started. So I've already prepped my skin with my skincare. I've done toner, serum, and moisturizer, and I'm ready to go. What I like to use for my foundation for my look is the Born This Way Too Faced foundation. I believe this is the shade Natural Beige. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm guessing. I'm just like looking like, what is it, you know? And I like to take my Sonia Kashuk foundation brush. I got this at Target. It was kind of pricey. I think it was like $19, but it's a really good brush. So I don't start off with primers, by the way. I don't really like primer. I just take this on my face, and so then I'm just gonna blend it in. And all the products that I use in this video I'll list in the description down below. And honestly, this is probably one of my favorite foundations because it kind of cancels out everything. I do have acne, so you're probably like, where's it at? I'm just kidding. If you can see it, it's there. It's there. Hello, that was rude. So I really just like to work this in. I use whatever kind of motion I want because I'm not a beauty guru. I'm a YouTuber, and we're not professionals. You can drag it down to your neck. That'd probably be a good idea, because when you're on stage, there's some people that are like right here and your neck's right here, and they're like, oh my gosh, her neck's different from her face. You want to look blended. Using the Jeffree Star concealer, but when I bought this, they didn't have the shade that I needed because he's Jeffree Star. He sells out like crazy because his products are really good. And that's what happened with the concealer product. This product was so good that all the girls who have, or guys, that have the same skin tone as me decided to go buy it, all at the Morphe store that I went to. So not nice. You should have saved some for me, but I have a bristle on my face. But yeah, I guess we'll just go with it. I think this is C14. I'm not quite, I think it's C14. But I like to do some under my eyes. You can see it's very light for me, but it's okay. A little bit on the chin, a little bit on the forehead, and right down the center of my nose. And then I'm just gonna take my Jeffree Star X Morphe sponge. I like it. I like it. What can I say? I like it. I got it at Ulta. You can get it at Ulta too. And I'm just gonna conceal that in. I wear glasses when I dance. I honestly, guys, I get crap for it sometimes by people, or like some judges will comment when I'm like at a Folklorico competition. They'll comment like on the sheets, do the dance without your glasses, and I'm like, then I won't be able to see, and then I'll fall, and then I will do so bad. I mean, they don't deduct I've never gotten points deducted for wearing glasses, but they do comment on it, and it's like, like, ask me. I actually had a judge ask me one time. He pulled me aside and he goes, are you wearing sunglasses, or are they your prescribed glasses? And I was like, no, they're prescribed glasses. And then I explained to him in like a short, brief explanation, and he was like, oh, that's so interesting. He was like, I wondered. He goes, because when I did 2 solos, he was like, when I saw you come out and you do your first solo, I said,
ay, mira, she's wearing sunglasses.
That's exactly what he told me, not even kidding. Exactly how he said it. And then he said, you came out again for another solo and you had them on again, so I figured that you had them on for a purpose. And I was like, no, yeah, there's a purpose. I'm not just wearing them to wear them. And I actually really love my eyes, and it's like, oh, I love my eyes so much, but I don't want to wear contacts because I know me, and I would not do well with contacts because I would get them stuck in my eye, I would fall asleep with them in my eyes, and I would lose them. So, and plus they'd be even more expensive than regular contacts because I'd have to get a special filter in them, and then it's a long, complex thing. Then I'm going to take my La Mercier, is it Mercier or Mercier? I don't know. Translucent powder. I'm actually kind of running low on it, which is kind of like scary. A dupe for this powder, in my opinion, my opinion only, would be the Maybelline translucent powder. This is also very, very cheap. I think it was like $4.99 at Walmart. I don't know. But it's also a really good translucent powder too. If you want a good dupe for the La Mercier powder, I would suggest this Maybelline powder. But for the purposes of the video, I'm going to use La Mercier powder. And then what I like to do is I have the matching powder puff because I'm extra and couldn't find another powder puff like it. I'm sure you can, but I couldn't find one, so I'm just going to stick this in there and I'm going to pat it on my face. You want to just smack it on there. I saw Patrick Starr. That's actually where I got some makeup tips and tricks, was from Patrick Starr, on how to get like really good foundation, like how to get like a good base, I guess you could say. And he was like, just smack it on there. And so I live by that. And I don't really like to blend it in yet because this is kind of like my version of baking, I guess you could say. What I like to do while I'm baking in the oven at 350 is I like to do my eyebrows. Now I have a full-on eyebrow tutorial on my channel that you can go see of me doing my brows. I do them exactly the same for a performance. Maybe I make them a little bit darker and I bring them out a little bit more on the edges, but I'm gonna skip this part, and if you want to see me do my brows, you can go to that video or just do them how you like them. Okay, I will say I'm not loving my brows right now, but I also haven't gotten them done in like a month and a half, 2 months maybe at most. So they're kind of a little wonky because quarantine life, but I did make them a lot darker, and the reason that I did that is because when I have my glasses on, sometimes from a certain angle it looks like I don't have eyebrows, so I make them darker and more defined. That way you can see them from far away, or if you're at an up high angle or even a low high angle. I really just said low high angle. That doesn't make sense at all. If you're not like facing me, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna be able to tell that they're there. So I like to make them more dark and defined, and they look crazy, but in pictures and in videos they look better.
Not this video, but
whatever. Anyways, so next what I'm going to do is take a little, this is like a small powder brush. I'm going to take this and just dust off all that baking powder. I wonder if you could use baking powder to bake your face or to set your makeup. Oh my gosh, did I just come up with a life hack? I'm going to try that one day. Oh my gosh, I choked on my own I choked on my own saliva. Oh, that was gross. Little fun fact, before I started doing my own makeup, my mom would do my makeup, and my mom is a queen. Mama Garcia, Mama Melissa, she a queen. She would use all CoverGirl products. She would use those little, because we used to wear blue eyeshadow when I first started. She would use the little compact of the CoverGirl. It was like 2 blue shades. She would use that. She would use CoverGirl powder, and she would use CoverGirl lips. And sometimes she would put mascara on me. I was a CoverGirl. I was a CoverGirl before CoverGirl was CoverGirl. Did that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, let's move on with the video. We're gonna contour. Or, yeah, are we gonna contour? I don't really like to contour my face because I'm not that much of a beauty guru. I do like to bronze. Should we contour? You know what? Let's do it. Let's just go for it. Go big or go home, right? So this is a Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I like to just use this middle shade just because I guess it's the right shade for me. I don't know. I'm going to take this Morphe contour brush. I'm going to start with my chin. Pro tip from JLo's makeup artist. Whenever he contours her face, or whenever you contour your face in general, don't go up and don't go like this to contour. Just keep your face normal, in like a normal position, and just go underneath using that side to side motion. He did this on Tati Westbrook's face, and he taught her how to contour it like JLo, and ever since then I bronze my face, but I in a sense contour it like that. And I like to do this for performing purposes, especially if I'm going to be on a stage and there's going to be lights, so my face can be more defined, because I do kind of have a round face and I like it. I really like it defined. Can you tell the difference? I don't know. Can you tell the difference? Next, I'm going to take my bronzer. Now, I like to use the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I have two different shades. I have one that I use every day or when I do my makeup for the daily. And then I have a deeper, darker one for performance purposes. Yeah, this is my everyday one. I love this brush. I love it so much. I'm just going to bronze my face in a kind of contour manner. Be extra and really take it up a notch. You can take some of that powder. You can take a puff or you can take a beauty blender. I'll just beauty sponge, whatever. Some of that powder and press it in there. And then you can hit it with one of those. Next, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me blush. This is actually a really good dupe for the Morphe Legendary shade. I love this blush. It's in the shade, I don't know. It says 50 right here. I don't know if that means anything. 50, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to take my Morphe E4 brush. And I really like this brush for blush because it just hits your face in the right way. And I like to do a little smile. I like to take some on the chin, on my chinny chin chin. I like to brush some on the nose. I'm not contouring my nose because I don't really ever do that. So take off the excess and then put a little bit up here. While this is still like doing its thing, you can take your highlighter. I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amarizi, or you can just use an eyeshadow. You can use an eyeshadow. You can use an eyeshadow that's shimmery or whatever you want. And this is a Morphe R, I think this is an R36. I think I have that one memorized. And then just take some on the nose. Take some on right here. I've been dreading the most of this process is my eyes. My eyeshadow skills have come such a long way. They're still not where I want them to be, but it's so much better than I used to do my eyeshadow before. Crazy. So for my eyeshadow recently, I've really been loving the Sultry palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a really good palette. Our group in particular likes to use neutral shades, which I love because honestly, like, I went through a phase, and a group I was in at the time went through this phase of we wanted to wear bright, vibrant, colorful eyeshadow. And when I look back at it, I'm like, maybe that wasn't it. You know, maybe that just wasn't the tea for us, or for me at least. It's a much more inexpensive version, kind of Sultry. I'm not saying it's a dupe, but I'm saying that it does have colors in here that you could use. It's a fall palette. You can use it for the fall. You can use it for Folklorico. It has many multiple purposes. So if you don't want to spend, what is it, $49 or something like that on this palette for like 14 shades, I think. You can get this one. I think, does this have 35 shades? This is a 3502 palette. You can get this one. It has 35 shades. It's a really pretty palette. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Anastasia Sultry palette. I don't know the names of these brushes. I will leave them out and put them in the description down below if you really want to know. Something I like to do when I'm doing my eyeshadows, because I'm not good at my placement isn't always perfect. So I like to just take some tape. I always carry this in my Folklorico makeup bag, and oh my gosh, tape honestly is great. I'm gonna put it like right there from like the bottom outer corner to the top where my eyebrow ends, and I'm gonna do that to the other side as well. So I'm just gonna take this big brush and I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm just gonna take some of that product, dust off the excess, and work it into all over the eye. This is gonna kind of like set and like be the little translucent powder, I guess you could say. I have that set down on my face. I take the shade Twig right here, and I'm gonna take it on this Morphe brush, tap off that excess, and I'm gonna lightly work from in my crease. I'm gonna lightly work in my crease. I think that's how you say it. Is that what the gurus say? Okay, so once you kind of got that look going on right there, I wish I could stop right there because I actually like that. Once I have that down in the shape that I like it in, I'm gonna stop right there with that. And I'm gonna go in with a darker shade. Now I'm gonna use this, I don't know which shade this is called, but I'll point to it. I'm gonna use this brown shade in the middle. I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm going to just lightly pack some on the brush and tap off that excess, and I'm gonna gently work my way in from outer to inner eye. Not too much in though. I'm just kind of gonna like pat that in there and kind of just darken up that outer part of the lid and the crease and all where there's eyeshadow. I'm gonna take another brush. I'm gonna go back into the shade Twig, that lighter brown shade, the second shade we started. I'm going to, in the middle right here, I'm just gonna blend between the inner and the outer. Kind of like just trying to blend it all together. This Morphe brush right here, I'm gonna take that first shade that we started with, tap off the excess, and I'm going to lightly blend that into the inner lid to lighten that back up and soften it back up. And then I'm gonna take the shade right here. I'm trying to look at the names like I can see them, but I'm gonna take this shade right here and take a little bit of that product, and I'm also going to put that in to this part of my brow. I mean, my brow, this part of my eyelid. My lips look so dusted, busted, and crusted. It's insane. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that product. I like having that like really like airbrushed looking look on my lashes. I mean on my, oh my gosh, on my lids. My lashes. First my brows, now my lashes. And with, whoops, that smaller brush, and just blend a little bit of this into the outer shadows. A little bit of an inner moment. So our instructor likes gold kind of to be up here, but honestly for me and for like just me in general, it doesn't look good, so I don't do it. But I think I'm going to take this shade right here. I think it's called Pearl, this shade right here. And I'm gonna get a little bit of it and I'm gonna put it in my inner corner. I don't think you can tell that it's there, but it's okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna take that too and just maybe put it up here, because why not? Let's just have fun with it, you know? But definitely go off of the look that your instructor wants, because you want to all look the same. You all want to look matching. You all want to match. You don't want somebody else's to look different from yours. Everybody uses different techniques, but you kind of want the same consistency and pattern between each other. So I'm gonna take that off, and I don't usually do, see how it created that nice little, you know, I like the way it looks. Okay, I forgot I had this here. What I'm gonna do is just take my smaller powder brush and just wipe this off. I usually don't put a lot of eyeliner on, just because like I said, I wear glasses and you kind of can't see it, and then with the lashes it's kind of like a whole thing. But I guess I can put a little bit. I actually hate putting on eyeliner because I'm not good at that either. Okay, so I have this NYX ink and then this e.l.f. pen. This actually dried out pretty fast. I'm gonna use this NYX liquid. It has a really weird, I don't do eyeliners often, so this is gonna break the look. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. I'm ruining everything with this. A liner honestly ruins lives. Liner is like the home wrecker of makeup. That's as good as it's gonna get, and that's the best we're gonna do with that. My two favorites, I have the Benefit Bang something, and then the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. We're gonna use a Lash Paradise. Apply that on. Sometimes I won't even wear fake eyelashes. I'll just put on a bunch of mascara and call it a day. So I think for the purpose of the video, I'm just gonna do mascara, because lashes, it's kind of like you either know how to put them on or you don't, and I don't know how to put them on. I'm not good at putting them on. I could practice it, but then I'm gonna take away from the video of how to do the makeup, so don't do that. But there's a bunch of lash tutorials on how to do them. If you don't know how to do them, just get your mom, or even if your dad can do them for you, or a friend, so, or a sibling if you have siblings. And then like I said, I wear glasses, so for me it doesn't matter as much. For someone who does, I will say I like the way that they make my eyes look. but eyelashes are like wearing curtains on your eyeballs. And honestly, when I put fake lashes on, I fall asleep. I'm not even kidding. Does anybody else do that? Because I guess my eyes are so heavy that it makes me want to fall asleep. For my bottom lashes, I do like to use this mini Benefit Bang Mascara because it's smaller. I'm gonna do next. My favorite red lipstick to wear is the Anastasia Beverly Hills American Doll, but I don't have it. I ran out of it and it wasn't at the store when I went to go purchase it, so I'm gonna use this Morphe red liquid lip. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, my saliva is just like gross right now. I'm just gonna apply this. I don't do lip liners and all that kind of stuff. I just go straight in. This is glam, but not like we're going to the Grammys glam. This is Folklorico glam. We also have to remember that this is stage makeup too. This is kind of like you're putting extra blush so you can see it. The eyelashes are to make your eyes look bigger and appear bigger when you're on stage. So I mean, this is performance makeup. Now I'm going to spray it with some Morphe setting spray. You can use hairspray if you don't have setting spray. Just make sure that your skin is not allergic to the hairspray, and you can use hairspray. I'm going to go back and add some more highlighter just because I want to look extra shiny. You can also use, when you're putting on your foundation, you can also use a liquid highlighter. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I really only do it when I'm going to be on a stage, like it's dark auditorium, stage lights. I like to put it. I like to use this Blue Frost from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I put it on when I put on my foundation. After I put on my foundation, yeah, I really use it for when we have a recital or a competition. So yeah, this is my final look. I don't know how to be a beauty guru, but beauty guru. What are they? They're like. TikTok stars, I don't know. But yeah, this is the final look, you guys. I'm gonna put my glasses on so you kind of can. This is what I look like when I do my makeup. I feel like my glasses kind of just ties it all together. So yeah, this is how I do my Folklorico makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I posted a video on how to get my Folklorico bun hair look. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was really fun to do. I was kind of sad because we were supposed to have a competition in a few weeks, but due to the coronavirus, it is being postponed, and it's very sad, but our safety is more important. So don't forget to stay home. Check on your loved ones, make sure that they're mentally, that they're okay, because being home with nothing to do for a long period of time can kind of drive you crazy, because it was making me kind of sad last week. So just make sure your friends are okay, and yeah, be kind to one another, and yeah, always remember to spread love and kindness. I love you guys so much. Bye.